Hi guys, I'm Vanessa. Ooh, that was an awful sound. I'm Vanessa and I'm going to be unboxing this plate painting kit with you today. And once we get through the whole kit, I'm going to do a quick little DIY to show you how easy it is to create your own designs on these really cool plates that we have. So right here we have a plate painting kit. It's a 4-pack. And in this kit is included 4 plates, 4 ceramic plates that are coated and ready for you to paint, 16 paint pods, and 4 paintbrushes, all ready for you to go to create your own DIY plates. This would be fun for a fun activity for your friends, for gatherings, or just to create 4 different style plates. If you want to have one for a holiday or like a birthday plate, this would be great for that. So as you can see, we have our first plate here.
So this kit has everything you need to craft in it. So you're getting 4 plates and basically 4 of everything. So like Vanessa was saying, you can craft them alone. Maybe you want to make your own fun plate set. The amazing thing about this kit is it's food safe. So these are totally usable plates. You bake these paints to cure them. And then they're totally permanent. So this is a really fun kit to take advantage of.
Yeah, it's just one kit and you're ready to go. You're ready to have a colorful time at home and create your own plates. And like Dylan said, these are food safe plates. So once it is baked in the oven, it will be food safe. It will not be food safe until you bake the plate in the oven. So you have to put it in the oven for 30 minutes at 375 degrees. Make sure before you take it out, the plate is completely cooled down so you don't burn yourself. But yes, once you bake it, you're good to go. You're good to eat your cake on it or whatever you want to use this plate for.
Or cookies for Santa, like the cute one you have right there.
I have our holiday plate here that I hand painted as an example. But I also have other ones that I'll show you right after I show you a fun tutorial on how to decorate your own plate. So it comes with 4 plates. They're ready to go. We have 4 paint brushes and we have 16 paint pods. So we have 2 of our primary colors and 2 metallics and also our black paint. What is cool about these paints is that they are mixable, so you can mix the colors to create new colors, so you will generate more colors, not just the ones that come in the kit. So you can always mix like the yellow and the red to create your orange and get other colors if you are looking for another color.
And these aren't just for the holidays. You can do these for, just fun and funky designs. Maybe you want to give these as gifts and give all of your friends something really cool and customized, however you want to do it.
Absolutely. And just right there, just putting it on that little bit of paint, look at how vibrant that paint is. And it's kind of got a little bit of a sticky consistency, so it's not going to be runny. So you can do double layers if you want on it as well. But it already is nice and the consistency is great because it doesn't run and it's not going to ruin your design. So I'm going to try to freehand a bow here, guys. But you don't have to just freehand the designs. You can always use a stencil. I have another plate that I created using a stencil and I will show you that in a minute. But this one, I'm just freehanding it with the paintbrush that it comes with. And as you can see, the paint is just like gliding on.
So maybe you have a cutting machine at home and you want to make a customized monogram stencil, or any kind of stencil would work for this paint as well. And then you can get literally any design on these plates.
And then it'll just look like you bought it like an artisan plate that was store-bought.
Right.
But what I do have to give you a tip on, if you do use a stencil, because this paint dries so fast, you want to make sure that the stencil is like pre-cut in little sections. So you paint a little section,
and peel it up.
Remove the stencil, paint the next section, then remove the stencil very carefully, because if it does dry, the paint will peel off if you leave it on for too long.
Forms like a skin over top.
Yes, it forms a skin over top of the stencil. That's the only thing with that, but then again, that's the reason why the paint is great and it's not runny and you can control it more. Also, if you mess up, just wash it. As long as you haven't baked it yet, just wash it and the design will come off and you can start over again. So it's easy cleanup. You don't have to stress out. You can mock up your design if you'd like. And if you don't like it, just wash it off and you can start over. If you change your mind on the design, if you start a Christmas plate and then you're like, you know what, actually I want to make a birthday plate, then you can easily just wash it with some soap and water. If the plate, when you pull out the plate out of the box, if you notice that there's like some dust on it, I recommend just wiping it off, giving it a clean little rinse, making sure that if you do use like a damp towel to clean it off, that it's completely dry before you add the paint, and you're good to go. But just like that, I'm almost done with my bow.
So this kit is actually on a great deal today. It's 25% off, so you're coming just under $30 for this paint set. You're getting so much value in this. 4 good size ceramic plates. Like if you wanted to make these into your regular dinner plates, you could. They're kind of a medium size. And you get all the tools you need. You don't need any extra paint, no extra brushes or anything like that. We give you everything to complete these great, fun designed plates.
Yes, these will make even just like everyday fun plate designs would be great too. Paint parties would be fun to create your own painted plates with your friends. There we go, a little bow. Let me show you up close. And that's just me freehanding it right now. You can clean off your paintbrush and use the same paintbrush if you're painting by yourself. You can use a separate paintbrush.
For each color,
yeah,
love
for
that.
each color. So you don't have to keep rinsing, but if you're painting with a group, up to 4 people can have a paintbrush and their paint pods ready to go. Let me switch colors here. The green is so pretty.
I see these all over right now. I think when you go to the higher end home decor stores, they have really fun, they look hand painted, but they're not. You know, they're manufactured plates and cups and stuff that are on the market. But this way you can kind of achieve that effect, but they're actual personalized plates that you can pass down through to the generations.
Yeah, and they would also make great gifts too. Like if you hand painted a plate to gift to someone, they would be thoughtful and handmade. Just adding little leaves.
Yeah, these little sprigs are so cute.
You could also use the back of the paintbrush, I'll show you right now, to add like little berries.
Some little dots.
Utilize every piece of the kit.
It's nice too that those paints are in pots because then they stay together.
Yes.
You can cut them apart if you want to, but they will, you know, if you've got a big group of people working on these, you can keep everything organized. And it's really pretty inexpensive, like to get, you know, an event for a good group of people, 8 to 10 people, get 2 of these sets, and then you have a lot of activities to do with your friends and family, and it's a good value because you don't have to do any sourcing yourself. You don't have to buy the plates. You don't have to figure out what paint will work with the plates. Everything is in the kit for you.
Everything is in the kit. All you have to worry about is providing a little cup of water to clean off your paintbrush and maybe some paper towels, but that's it. Which, that's easy, probably already a home staple. And it's honestly so therapeutic just sitting here and painting, putting on some good music and painting your designs.
I feel like there's so many tutorials, or you know, if you've seen plates in those higher end stores, you can take pictures of them and then very easily replicate them at home.
Absolutely. Okay, let me see. As you can see, I load my paintbrush. I like to add a lot of color to it, but if you want it to have more of that like watercolor effect, you just put less on the paintbrush, but I like to load my paintbrush up because I want to get that really dark, rich green. The metallic colors in this kit are also very, very pretty. A couple more sprigs, and then I'm going to show you guys how to add the berries with the back of the paintbrush, so you don't have to reload another paintbrush or, oh, my left hand here is giving me some trouble.
And maybe if you are, you know, uncomfortable freehanding, don't just think about this one paintbrush. If you, we've seen people do like cut a lemon in half and use that as a stamp, and then you kind of get the lemon shape on your plate, which lemons were a huge trend this past summer. I'm sure they'll be big in the spring and summer again. You can use so many different things as stamps and tools to paint with.
Yeah, stamps, stencils, tape. You can tape it off.
Oh, that's a
and
good
make
idea for stripes.
Yes. And then once you seal it, you can push it down, and once it's sealed, the paint is not coming out, so that's great.
So if you want to take a break, that's another thing. You don't have to do all this in one go. The biggest thing is that, you know, it's not permanent until you bake it. So if you want to work on it one night and then put it down and pick it up back up the next day, you can totally do that.
And just like that, I'm adding
The little berries
some
are so
little berries.
cute.
Little small detail. But it's super simple and super easy. I used one paintbrush and one plate.
That is so cute. And now you know, if you make a whole set of these, you have customized plates for Christmas dinner, or, you know, the cookies for Santa plate that Vanessa has next to her. So cute.
Cookies for Santa. There's also, you can do bows everywhere. You can do, I really want to try to do a happy birthday cake, but I would be
that'd be
mixing
cute.
a happy birthday plate, but I would mix like the colors to get like other colors to create my candles.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
That fire effect.
Birthday plates were a big deal this year, like having a plate that you always use on your birthday.
Or just any type of milestone. It doesn't have
Sure.
to be a birthday. It could
Anniversary.
be like anniversary. It could be congratulations on your new job. And
Yeah.
you can eat a piece of cake on your work anniversary.
That's such a good idea.
Okay, let me finish this one up, and then I want to show you.
So for a customized plate, if you break this down, this is just over $6 per plate, which I would challenge you to find that on the market, that you could get a really sentimental handmade gift for less than $10.
That's actually a very great deal. More sprigs. You could just continue it on, and like I said, if you don't like the design or something just doesn't sit right with the way that you painted it, just wash it off and you can start completely over. I have other plates here that I want to show you, that I want to show you the possibilities that we have with all of these paints. This one I used a stencil for. So let me show you a close-up look. I used a stencil and I carefully I cut with an X-Acto knife. With my cutting machine, I created the stencil, and then an X-Acto knife, I cut slits in between each letter and painted them, and then removed it as I went, and it came out perfect.
That looks like a printed plate. It's amazing.
And you can use whatever color you'd want. I also have this painted plate this one was freehand, and as simple as the stripes and the dots would have been like a good plate, and it would have been just done. But I added a little verbiage there, and then this one I utilized most of the colors in the kit. You can see the silver and the metallic in there. It's so pretty.